Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Same Storm, written and directed by Peter Hedges, who takes this story of a group of people during the 2020 pandemic and in the summer of 2020, right at the height of what was going on as we were isolated and put apart from people. And this pretty stacked cast, including Sandra Oh, Mary Louise Parker, Moses Ingram, and so many others come to play in this anthology of different human interactions during the pandemic. And, in some ways, this feels like a tired trope at this point. So many films up to this point have been made from this perspective. Like, it's COVID, it's during the pandemic, and we're going to zoom it all and put it all into a movie. And you also have so many meaningful and important messages going on in this film, some of which are pretty on the nose and taken in a very blunt way. Others, you do get some real emotion and depth that's ejected into them. But in general, a lot of these stories, a lot of these ideas are impactful and have some kind of resonance to them. And you as an audience member get lost in a lot of these stories. Some of them are deeply emotional about suicide and death from COVID and families being torn up by politics and all kinds of stuff like that. And yes, some of the scenes, how they're written, are a little preachy. They're a little on the nose, just too much of a blunt force trauma in terms of this film and these scenes playing out. But in general, this film does tackle a lot of important ideas and themes, does it in an emotional way, and gets us to connect with the cast that brings these characters to life, brings these issues to life, and we get to see there on camera, right there on Zoom, and it's right there in front of us. And in general, there's a lot of moving pieces here, but there's a lot of moving that goes on in terms of the emotion. So I think that it's all worth it and really does deliver an engaging and interesting experience through this medium that we get to use now, making movies through Zoom. But those are my thoughts on The Same Storm. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.